In a quiet village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a wise and revered Zen master named Aiko. Aiko was known far and wide for his unwavering wisdom, peaceful demeanor, and the profound respect he commanded from all who crossed his path. Yet, the secret of his commanding presence did not lie in some mystical power or magical charm, it was rooted in the simple habits he practiced daily. Aiko was not born into privilege or with a silver spoon in his mouth. He was just an ordinary child, growing up with dreams as vast as the sky above. He had a heart full of hopes, just like everyone else. But as he matured, he realized that the road to earning respect and admiration was not paved with grand gestures or flashy displays of wealth. Instead, it was built upon the foundation of consistent and humble habits. The first habit that Aiko embraced was that of deep and attentive listening. Whenever someone spoke, whether it was a young child sharing a tale of wonder or an elder recounting ancient wisdom, Aiko's eyes would lock onto theirs, and his heart would become a vessel for their words. He listened not merely with his ears, but with his entire being, showing that each person's voice was worthy of respect and consideration. He would often be found sitting beneath the village's ancient oak tree, a quiet smile playing on his lips as he absorbed the stories and thoughts that flowed around him. People were drawn to him, not because he spoke the most, but because he listened the best. Through his attentive presence, he honored the voices of others, and in return, they honored him with their respect. Aiko's second habit was that of unwavering empathy. He possessed a remarkable ability to step into another person's shoes, to feel their joys and sorrows as if they were his own. When someone faced a challenge, he didn't just offer advice, he offered a shoulder to lean on and a heart that genuinely cared. His empathy was a balm that soothed wounded souls, and it made others feel valued and understood. One day, a weary traveler stumbled into the village. The traveler's face was etched with the lines of 1,000 miles, and his eyes held the weight of countless stories. Aiko welcomed him with a warm smile and a humble meal. As they sat together, the traveler began to pour out his heart, sharing tales of his adventures and the lessons he had learned along the way. Aiko listened intently, feeling the traveler's longing for connection and understanding. When the traveler finally rested his head, overcome by fatigue, Aiko covered him with a blanket and sat by his side throughout the night, guarding his slumber. The next morning, as the traveler prepared to continue his journey, he clasped Aiko's hand and said, "You are not just a master of Zen, you are a master of the human heart." The third habit that set Aiko apart was his commitment to continuous learning. Despite his deep reservoir of wisdom, Aiko approached each day with the curiosity of a child discovering the world for the first time. He voraciously read books from all corners of the world, engaged in conversations with scholars and villagers alike, and sought out new experiences with an open heart. His quest for knowledge was not driven by ego or a desire to impress, it was fueled by a genuine fascination with the mysteries of existence. Aiko believed that learning was a lifelong journey, and he approached it with humility and a willingness to admit when he didn't know something. This openness to growth endeared him to others and inspired them to embark on their own quests for understanding. One afternoon, a group of young villagers approached Aiko, eager to learn from his wisdom. Aiko smiled and invited them to join him beneath the oak tree. Instead of delivering a lecture, he engaged them in a lively discussion, encouraging them to share their thoughts and ask questions. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the young villagers realized that they had not only gained knowledge but had also become part of a shared journey of discovery. And so, Aiko's days flowed with the rhythm of these simple yet powerful habits, listening deeply, empathizing wholeheartedly, and embracing the joy of continuous learning. His reputation as a Zen master grew not because he sought respect, but because he gave it freely to every soul he encountered. As seasons passed and years turned into decades, Aiko's influence spread beyond the village. People from distant lands traveled to seek his guidance, drawn by the magnetism of his presence and the authenticity of his character. Aiko's life had become a living testament to the truth that respect is not earned through grand displays of power or status, it is cultivated through the seeds of daily habits that nurture the human spirit. And so, dear viewers, let Aiko's story be a beacon of inspiration for you. You, too, possess the power to command respect, not by seeking it, but by embodying the habits of listening, empathy, and continuous learning. In a world that often clamors for attention and recognition, remember that the most profound impact is often made through the quiet strength of consistent and heartfelt actions. May you embrace the art of deep listening, honoring the voices of those around you. May your heart overflow with empathy, reaching out to uplift and support others on their journey. And may you embark on a lifelong adventure of learning, approaching each day with wonder and a thirst for understanding. For in these habits lies the path to becoming a beacon of respect and admiration, not just in the eyes of others, but within the depths of your own soul. As Aiko's story teaches us, the habits we cultivate shape not only how the world sees us but, more importantly, how we see ourselves.